and welcome to ISTV English News. I'm Dhanya. Let's take a look at the top stories first. Amidst sporadic incidents of snatching ballot papers, ballot boxes at various places in the hill districts, voting for ADC election goes on. Amidst reports of sporadic incidents of snatching ballot papers, ballot boxes and other polling materials at various places in the hill districts, voting for the election to the 6 autonomous district councils is going on at about 1,092 polling stations. Reports of ballot papers, ballot boxes and other polling materials having been snatched by unknown persons have been received from certain polling stations in Southern Hills. At some polling stations, voting had allegedly been completed last night itself. Polling officials have reportedly returned from some other polling stations due to violent behaviors by unknown persons on them. Detailed reports will be given in a short while from now. The Urembam branch of All Manipur Students Union was constituted in the presence of Coordination and Network Secretary of AMSU Headquarter Soibam Anil and President of Imphal West District Committee Ningthaujam Ravichandra. 11 office bearers for the term 2015 to 17 were appointed with Yumnam Roshan as President and Salam Santosh as General Secretary. Unidentified persons blasted a bomb in front of the showroom of an automobile dealer at Chingmairong this morning. According to reports, the assailants hurled the explosive device towards the showroom around 5 a.m. However, no person was injured in the blast. The showroom was under security cover most of the time after a similar attack happened some time back. Social and Educational Development Association Lilong Haurebi has warned that if supply of piped water in the locality is not arranged within 5 days by making the rural water supply scheme located at Lilong Haurebi Mayai Lekai functional, the villagers will boycott the state government. In a press release, the association said an inspection carried out by its members at the office of the water supply scheme found the gate opened. There was not a single staff present. As there was no water, the water filter tanks were filled with dried leaves, waste material and plants. The water pump set kept near the river did not have any electric connection to start the motor. The engineering and other staff have completely forsaken the office and there was no one to look after the office, the press release stated. If any unfortunate incident happened to the villagers, like falling ill or death from consuming the unsafe water available to them, the government and public health engineering department should be held responsible, the press release added. An oil scarcity has hit the state only hours after the commencement of economic blockade called by Committee on Kojiri-Zuko Valley land resolution over the encroachment in Zuko Valley. The blockade has started at midnight of May 31st. In today's national and international news, Captain Saurabh Kalia, Sepoys Arjun Ram Baswana, Mula Ram Bidyasar, Naresh Singh Sinsinwar, Bhanwar Lal Bagaria and Bikar Ram Mood of 4th Jat Regiment were among the first casualties during the 1999 Kargil War. They were captured by Pakistani troops during a reconnaissance patrol in the treacherous mountainous terrain in May 1999, brutally tortured and killed. In gross violation of the Geneva Convention, the Pakistani army subjected Captain Kalia and his soldiers to horrendous torture, during which the brave hearts' eardrums were pierced with hot iron rods, eyes punctured and genitals cut off. The autopsy of the bodies also revealed that they were burned with cigarette butts. Their limbs were also chopped off, teeth broken and skull fractured during the torture. Even their nose and lips were cut off. Revant Reddy, a lawmaker of Chandrababu Naidu's Telugu Desam party, smiled and was greeted enthusiastically by party colleagues as he entered the Telangana Assembly today to vote in elections to the state's Legislative Council. A short while earlier, a Hyderabad court remanded Mr. Reddy in judicial custody for 14 days, allowing him to vote. Mr. Reddy was arrested on Sunday after allegedly being caught trying to bribe a fellow MLA to vote for his party's nominee in today's election. Two other people, including a bishop, Harry Sebastian, and a man called Uday Simha, have been arrested. The Anti-Corruption Branch or ACB of Telangana Police said it laid a trap for Mr. Reddy based on a written complaint from nominated MLA Elvis Stephenson, who represents the Anglo-Indian community in the Telangana Assembly, and alleged that he was offered rupees 5 crore and a ticket to leave the country or to vote in favor of TDP. The ACB said it has collected clinching evidence in the form of audio-video recording and has also recovered the entire advance amount of rupees 50 lakhs offered to Shri Elvis Stephenson. Narendra Modi will be travelling to Israel, the first by an Indian Prime Minister to the Jewish country with which bilateral defence cooperation is on an upswing. No dates have been finalized for PM Modi's visit, which will take place on mutually convenient dates, External Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj said. Ms. Swaraj said she will be travelling to Israel this year besides Palestine and Jordan. India had established full diplomatic relationship with Israel in 1992, though it had recognized the country in 1950. No Indian Prime Minister or President has ever visited that country. Senior IAS officer Shakuntala Gamlin, whose appointment as the acting chief secretary had triggered a turf war between Delhi Lieutenant Governor and the AAP government, has complained to Najib Jung, accusing Industries Minister Satyendra Jain of putting pressure on her over conversion of industrial plots from leasehold to freehold. In her letter to Mr. Jung, Ms. Gamlin alleged that despite the fact that land does not come under Delhi government, the industry minister put pressure on her to submit a note for the Council of Ministers proposing conversion of the industrial land from leasehold to freehold. The Industries Minister had been continuously pressing me to submit a note for the Council of Ministers proposing therein conversion of industrial plots in the city from leasehold to freehold, even after full facts pertaining to the legal ramifications of the case that the matter was not within the competence of GNCT Delhi had been brought to his notice. Ms. Gamlin, who is Principal Secretary, Power and Industry, said in her letter written about 2 weeks ago. The Bharatiya Janata Party ally Shiv Sena hit out at Congress Vice President Rahul Gandhi over his bitter war of words with Prime Minister Narendra Modi, saying 100 Rahuls cannot match one Modi. In a scathing article in Sena's mouthpiece Samna, the party has lauded Modi for calling previous Congress-led UPA government a suitcase government. The article said the Congress only uses suitcases to carry money, referring to the 2G and coal block allocation scams. It went on to say that suitcases were sold in black at that time. There is more trouble for Maggi as it could be staring at an all-India ban. The Food Standard and Safety Authority of India has written to all states to pick up samples of Maggi from the market and test whether the company has followed prescribed standards or not. The order was issued last week and the commissioners have to submit their report in the first week of June. The report from Maharashtra, from where samples were collected last week, is expected on Tuesday. Maggi noodles came under the scanner in May after the Uttar Pradesh Food Safety and Drug Administration asked Nestle India to withdraw a batch of Maggi noodles which were manufactured in February 2014. The order came after presence of non-essential taste enhancer MSG and high levels of lead were found in the samples. Prime Minister Narendra Modi's assurance on the issue of rollout of One Rank, One Pension OROP scheme today was met with skepticism, with ex-servicemen seeking a firm timeline and the Congress saying he has further compounded the problem by saying it was a complex issue. Though PM Modi vowed to address the vexed OROP issue in his monthly Mann Ki Baat program on radio and said he should be given some time, the miffed ex-servicemen also appear to be in no mood to call off their planned protest on June 14 over the delay in its implementation. Assurance without a firm date does not really satisfy the ex-servicemen community. What we are looking for is a date. Assurance has never been in doubt. We are wanting to know when. We are not looking for Khairat doles. We are looking for sense of justice for our due demand, Lieutenant General retired Raj Kadian said. A 92-year-old US grandmother has become the oldest woman to finish a marathon when she crossed the finish line of a San Diego 26-miler on Sunday, race organizers said. A smiling Harriet Thompson, aged 92 years and 65 days, was cheered by dozens of onlookers and supporters as she completed the Southern California event in 7 hours, 24 minutes and 36 seconds. Speaking to her hometown newspaper, the Charlotte Observer, Thompson said she felt a little stiff after the race. I was really tired at one point. Around mile 21, I was going up a hill and it was like a mountain, she told the Observer. And now let's take a look at the top story once again. Amidst sporadic incidents of snatching ballot papers, ballot boxes at various places in the Hill districts, voting for ADC election goes on. Thanks for joining us and do stay tuned for more.